Hey, this is CryptoCruz once again with CoinFinancial, bringing you another crypto market update. And we are going to be talking about Bitcoin once again because it is the leading indicator. And again, if you like this content, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for all your support. A few seconds of your time means a great deal to me and the channel. All right, so let's get on with it. I did see this pattern forming. It was an ascending triangle. You see this orange line that I drew? That is called an ascending triangle. Usually, um, more more percentage or higher probability, this ascending triangles tend to break to the upside. At least 2 out of the 3 times it usually breaks to the upside. And sure enough, that's what we're doing. That's what we did a few hours ago. If we zoom into the 30-minute, we can see it a bit clearer. Actually, let's zoom into the 15-minute. All right, and let's make that bigger. As you can see, we broke out of it. All right, and right now we went back down and we're showing support on that top orange line. All right, I do have a feeling this is somewhat of a fake out. Okay, we could go back up high again, but I have a feeling we're gonna end up back down lower, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. If we zoom out, like in the short term, yes, this is very bullish. A lot of trades to be made in the short term, but in the longer term, if you go to the 4 hour, okay, as you can see, what is going on here, actually, even on the 1 day chart. And then I can bring all my indicators back. Let's zoom in a little bit more. As you can see, on the RSI, relative strength index, aka RSI, we are still overbought. We're in the overbought territory. Anything, this dotted line right here, the top dotted line and the bottom dotted line, if this purple line goes to the above that, that is the overbought territory. Now, if it goes below it, below the bottom dotted line, it that's oversold territory. Usually oversold territory, it means what? It's starting to reverse to the upside. And sure enough, that's what happened here when on the daily chart, when we got oversold right here, we kind of bottomed out, and then that's when we started recovering. But now we're in the overbought territory, right? And it looks like on the MACD, the blue line is starting to curve and is starting to go back down, right? I'm not saying this is going to happen um tomorrow or any minute now, but I am saying we are reversing, right? And again, on the Bollinger Band, we are way out of that Bollinger Band range. We're outside of it and way above that top yellow line, meaning that yellow line, this orange line, and this yellow line at the bottom is trying to pull that price down. All three of those bands are trying to pull this price down. So that is a very strong pull, right? So there is really nowhere else to go but back down. Okay, again, nothing ever goes straight up. This is the daily chart. This could happen maybe 2 days from now. Heck, it could happen tomorrow. Okay, but we're not just gonna crash down. This is Bitcoin, right? We have very strong pretty much buying people in Wales are still buying, so we still have very strong what do you call that, buying opportunity, I guess. Pretty much Bitcoin is still strong. Okay, what can happen is maybe we can move sideways, right? We can stray above here and then probably go back down over here on the 19,800 level and then bounce around there. And we could even go all the way down as low as back to 18,900 to $19,000 right here on my blue line. But there is a high probability that we won't see prices below this blue line anymore. Okay? I'll show you why. There's a high probability that we will not see prices below 18,900. Okay? But I believe this may be a fake out, right? Even though we broke to the upside on this ascending triangle, this could be short-lived and we may break back down all the way to 18,900 to $19,000. All right, and I'll show you why. I'm gonna go to the BLX chart. Okay, BLX meaning Brave New Liquid. This is the Bitcoin chart dating back all the way to 2012, 2013. Okay, so we're gonna look at the weekly. All right, this is the current. Just look at how this. I'm actually gonna zoom in. I'm gonna take away the RSI and the MACD. Look at this picture right here, right? This is the 2022 bull market. I mean 2021 bull market, 2022 bear, where we just got crushed the whole year of 2022, right? And then heading to 2023, I mean, we're only 2.5 weeks into 2023. We're already recovering, okay? We may be a little ahead of schedule, but again, if you want to see what's happening, always look to the left, all right? Always look to the left, because why? The past doesn't usually the past isn't similar. It doesn't repeat itself, but it sure does rhyme. Okay, the past doesn't repeat itself, but it sure does rhyme. Now we're looking, go back to the 2017 bull market right here when we topped out, and then 2018, the whole year of 2018, right? It's not similar. It's not repeating itself. How do I get that out of there? Shoot. Okay, it's not similar, but I mean, it's not the same, you know, it's not repeating itself, but it does rhyme. So the whole 2018, we came down, and then right towards the end of 2018, we went down some more around November, all right? And then we stayed down and moved sideways. That's where we bottomed. When we went down some more in November 2018, that's where we bottomed. And then going into 2019, actually it wasn't until March this happened. Boom, a spike up right there, right? Look at this pattern right here. Just take a look at that. Keep a photographic memory in your head of how this looks, and we're gonna fast forward back to the present day, 2022, November 2020. So November 2021, we topped out. All right, back in 2017, we topped out in December. Back in 2017, we topped out in December. In this 2021 bull market, we topped out in November. It's almost like we're a month or a few months ahead of schedule. Okay, but it's rhyming. All right, we topped out in November 2021, and we started going down and down and down and down and down. The whole year of 2022, we just kept going down, and we stayed here. And then look, right around October, early November, late October, we crashed down some more, and then we moved sideways the whole December. And then right when January hit, look at this candle right there. Boom, spike up, right? So what is going to happen next? Let's go back. Let's go back to 2019, going into 2020. 2019, going into 2019, right? We moved sideways, and then boom, in March, we went up. After we went up, what happened? We pretty much played around this area right here. This is again the weekly, so we played around 1, 2, 3 weeks before we started heading back up again. After this rise right here, we went sideways for 1, 2, 3 more weeks before we started heading up again. All right, on the 4th week, that's when we started heading up. Now, let's go back here. We can say, based on the past, there's a good chance we'll move sideways 1, 2, 3 weeks, and then on the 4th week, we can go back up, and that's when we can go to 25K, right? Go back here again. We went up. We went up, and then we kind of played around here, kind of played around there, keep going up. So maybe we'll only stay at 25K for 1 week, right? After the 4th week here, we go up some more. It may take us another week and a half to get to 25K, and then probably shoot back up. I mean, the next target, if we shoot past 25K, is $32,900, guys, right there. Actually, $32,500. So we may only play around at 25K for maybe a week and a half, and then keep going up to $32,500. So now we're gonna go back to the other chart and see exactly what's going on, because the BLX is not up to date, right? It prints every week. It only prints every week. We've already started a new week, but you don't see it here until the end of this week, which we have 7 days. But in the other chart, we are actually in real time. So we're gonna go back to that chart, Bitcoin, and we're gonna look at the daily. And as you can see, look at that. You see that green line right there? I mean, green candle that printed a few hours ago, starting the new week, right? So we're right there. So it's safe to say we can play around this area right now. We can even go down again, down to 19,000, or even this blue line right here. Yeah, we can go down this blue line right here, and then play around sideways right there, right? For a good 3 weeks. And then on the 4th week, continue back up to 25K. There's a high probability that that's gonna happen this next few weeks. All right, and that's why I believe there's a really, really high probability we are not gonna see we may not see prices below 18,900. There's this past week, again, I talked about it in my previous video. On Tuesday, 200 million bears got liquidated. Those people shorting the market, leveraging 10x 20x leverage, shorting the market. 200 million got liquidated Tuesday. Another 200 to 300 million got liquidated on Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday, another 200 million got liquidated. As of right now, over 700, I think it was 700 million, or yeah, over 700 million shorts have been liquidated. All these bears trying to short the market, and it's still happening, guys. That is the reason why we're spiking. But right now, it's slowing down because so many have gotten liquidated already. So the bears are running out, right? That they're pretty much all gone, right? So now it's time to move sideways and consolidate and see where it's gonna happen. And I believe, I mean, the bears got liquidated. I don't think they're gonna short the market anymore, right? That's what the chart is telling me, right? They might not short the market anymore, and if they do, I mean, I'm sure they're scared to get liquidated some more, right? So now I think it's time for the bulls to gain power, right? So bulls are gonna start buying up. We're gonna move sideways for maybe a few weeks before we continue up to 25K. All right, that is my tech analysis. Again, if we zoom back in, let's go to the 2-hour. All right, you see the 2-hour? That could be short-lived, right? We could go all the way back down here, but we'll move sideways. When we're zoomed in, it looks like big moves, right? But if we're on the weekly chart, looking at it longer term, it's not a big move. So we can move sideways for 3 weeks, and then on the 4th week, continue back up for 4.5 week, 1.5 weeks. After the 3rd week, we may continue back up for a week and a half until we reach 25K. Again, if we pass that, our next target is 32,000, baby. So, it's happening. It's happening. So let's go back again. It's great time. If you've made it this far, guys, if you haven't sold yet, you've made it this far. Congratulations. It is just another cycle, just like what we've been telling you. All those people that are waiting for 13K, what did I tell you? I told y'all a high probability that we bottomed out and we may not see that 13K. Still, some people are calling for 13K, but according to the chart, it's rhyming. It's so similar from the 2018 2019, right? So again, the 2018, it's like 2022. We were just crashing, and then we capitulated, moved sideways, and then into 2019 we spiked up, moved sideways for 3 weeks. The fourth week we continued up, and the rest is history, right? I mean, of course, we had that COVID crash, but then it didn't stop the bull market. Why? Because the Bitcoin halving happened in 2020, right? And of course, supply and demand rules follow. We went parabolic. So 2018 crash, 2019 recovery, and slightly move up, and then 2020 Bitcoin halving, parabolic move. Now 2022 crash, 2023 move up, gradually go up, preparing for 2024 Bitcoin halving right here, my blue line, and then back up, all the way up, right? So that's my technical analysis for right now. Again, stay level-headed, stay even keel. Patience is a virtue. Hey, so the wealth is always being transferred to those with patient hands. Just remember that. And congratulations for the ones that stuck around and just held on. All right, you will be rewarded here soon enough. Until next time, bye-bye.